I'm Marta, and previously on this channel I shared with you many extraordinary recipes. The vegetable rolls, the summer beetroot soup, the colorful veggie wraps, the crispy blueberry pie, the asparagus quiche, and I also posted 2 videos where I share with you 5 easy, family-friendly dinner ideas. Today, however, I have for you something that at first might sound a little bit less impressive. I will show you how to easily make an aromatic vegetable broth. Vegetable broth or vegetable stock is the secret ingredient with which you can add plenty of extra flavor to your soups, sauces, or even to your rice. Another reason why I like to make my own vegetable broth is because it helps me to reduce the amount of food I waste at home. And in this short video, I will show you all my tips on that, including an idea on what to do with the leftover vegetables. So keep watching until the end. As a base of my broth, I love to use carrots, parsley roots, celery, root and leaves, and a leek. While cooking for my family, I very often use the tender white part of the leek, and the tougher green leaves are left behind. But because they are full of flavor, they will be great in our broth. And my secret ingredient that will add an extra dimension of flavor is a handful of dried mushrooms that my grandma handpicked in a Polish forest. I also keep a box in my freezer where I gradually add some leftovers, such as mushroom stems, pieces of onions that I didn't use up. Here I also have a piece of leek that was getting old and I didn't have any plan to cook with it. And here's some extra celery. And this is all perfect to add while cooking a vegetable stock. So in a big pot I place all those veggies. Here, because my carrots were already very old and their skin didn't look that good anymore, I decided to peel them, but usually I don't even bother to do that. I pack the veggies very tightly and I add a couple of bay leaves. Here I have fresh ones, but the dry will be perfect too. And I also like to add just a few grains of allspice, which will give my broth a bit of a sweet note. Now I cover it with cold water and I bring it to a boil. Because after making the broth I will be using some of these vegetables, I do add a little bit of salt at the beginning of cooking. But you don't have to. You can leave your broth unsalted and then add salt while preparing your soup or sauce. At this point, I reduce the heat and I let the veggies gently simmer under cover for about 2 hours. This is enough time for the veggies to release plenty of flavor and create an aromatic broth. Now I simply strain it, and when still very hot, I transfer it into a clean glass bottles or jars. I directly close the bottles and I let the broth to cool down before I store it in the fridge. And I usually use it within 1 or 2 weeks. So back to the veggies. You can simply serve them as a side dish for a dinner or lunch, but what you could also do is to mash them, add a couple of eggs, breadcrumbs, ground almonds or walnuts, and some extra spices, and then bake it to obtain such a fragrant vegetable pâté. It will be great on sandwiches. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you'd like to stay up to date with all my newest step-by-step recipes, do subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you are notified when my newest videos are out. Thank you for watching until the end and I hope to see you next Monday. Bye!